Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. This is a topic that I've wanted to cover for a little bit now. Ever since all the controversy with the Epic Game Store, I've been seeing it a little bit more and more. And that is the fact of whether or not PC gaming is worth it in 2019. Really, the Epic Game Store coupled with the increased prices of GPUs last year, I saw a lot more talk of whether or not PC gaming was worth it, and that's what I want to cover in this video. Is PC gaming worth it in 2019? Getting into PC gaming, sticking with PC gaming? And short answer for those of you guys that wanted too long didn't read, yes. I would have to still say very much so yes. I would say more so than in the past, honestly. PC gaming is worth it. Yes, you can bring me the issues of the Epic Game Store. Maybe that's worrying you a little bit, and some of your most anticipated games being exclusive to a platform you don't want to use. For some people, they don't care about that at all, but for some people, it's a deal breaker, and you do have to make mention of that. You can tell me that prices were too high at some point, but that's not really the case anymore, and we're going to cover all of these elements, and let's really break it down step by step. Obviously, when you get into PC gaming, the biggest barrier has to be the price. Obviously, there's these obscenely priced GPUs. If you look at some of the more higher-end NVIDIA GPUs, yes, you can break the bank buying a high-end PC. However, you don't have to buy a high-end PC. If you want a quality PC that can game at 1080p, you can do so, and very much so at a budget of like $400 to $500. Yes, the barrier to actually get a high quality PC has been brought down so much, and that's really thanks to AMD's super compelling budget oriented GPUs. I'm looking at Newegg right now. They've got GPUs like the RX 570 for $130. I see one for $120 after a mail-in rebate. That's from Gigabyte. From a value standpoint, these are such accessible GPUs and priced so well, and they can offer you such a compelling experience at 1080p. Are you gonna be able to max out every single game? No, but if you want that PC experience, RX 570, a GPU like that can absolutely get the job done. Now, obviously, the GPU is only one component, but the GPU has always been the biggest, and that's been the real barrier. And by the way, the RX 570 deal I'm mentioning, as you guys might know, it also comes with 2 free games, and there are no slouches of games. You can pick among The Division 2, Resident Evil 2, or Devil May Cry 5. Guys, all those games go from anywhere from $40 to $60, and you just get them by picking up a $130, $120 GPU. If you value that at like $70 at least, which honestly, you can make the argument that should be valued at more, essentially you're getting a GPU for like $50 or $60, and that's just absolutely insane. If you look at it that way, from a budget standpoint, I think building a PC is more accessible than ever. Yes, you can make the argument of RAM prices being high, but it's not like the astronomical increase. I do have to say that right now at a mid-range level, maybe that $250 to $350 range, there aren't a lot of compelling, really great options. Not like at a lower end, where you do have options like an RX 570, RX 580 that are just really, really good bang for your bucks. But if you're on a tight budget, really, if price was your biggest barrier to PC gaming, I think now is as good of a time as ever, especially with all the Ryzen CPUs at great deals. Again, just getting a $400 to $500 PC for 1080p gaming is so good. So that point is completely moot. Now, the Epic Game Store is worrying people, and I can understand why. A lot of you guys were super excited for games like The Outer Worlds. I've speculated on the fact that maybe Borderlands 3 could end up being an Epic Store exclusive. And yes, while it's unfortunate that those games will be timed exclusives, it's imperative to add that these games do look to be timed exclusives from what we've heard. 1-year timed exclusivity for the majority of the games that do end up on the Epic Game Store. However, I offer you this, a point of contention. Yes, while you can play The Outer Worlds, you can't play Borderlands 3. Or you just have to go through the Epic Game Store, so the game is still on PC. Or you can get out your pirate hat, and you can pull shenanigans that way, although I don't condone that whatsoever. But I see it in my comment section all the time. Here's an idea that I'm going to offer you guys. Let me offer you this. Counteract not playing The Outer Worlds. Counteract not playing Borderlands 3, but guess what? Playing other games. I see it in my comment section all the time of people just crapping on the games that I like to recommend to you guys, not even the Japanese RPGs. Fine, if you don't like those weeaboo games, I'm gonna hold nothing against you, although some Japanese RPGs are really good, but let's not go down that rabbit hole right now. But there are so many great games being released on Steam every week. I just did a video looking at 5 hidden gems that are coming to Steam in April alone, and there's so many games on top of that. You can never bring up this claim claim that there are not enough games. The games are there. Yes, they're not promoted as much as big budget titles, as marquee titles, but that does not make those games bad. I point to you a game like Katana Zero that's coming out in April. How can you look at that game and tell me that game does not look absolutely sick? And there are games like that coming out all the time. I try to bring these games to light. Some of you guys buy into it, and some of you guys are very appreciative of the fact that I bring forth a lot of these games. Some of you guys, you want to stick to those big budget marketed experiences, and I get you. Those are the games that I'm super into as well. I love me a Borderlands 3. I love games like Red Dead Redemption 2, these marquee attractions, and games that really resonate at a mainstream level. Those are some of the games I cover the most, and of course I played games like Devil May Cry 5, Resident Evil 2, these games that were hyped to hell, and they turned out to be really great. However, there's this other side of gaming that you guys are completely missing out on, at least a lot of you guys, and actually explore, broaden your horizons, play more games, look at all of the experiences that are available on Steam. Yes, I can definitely acknowledge the point of there being too many games, and that inherently makes it a little bit difficult, so you need this marketing to actually guide you in a certain direction. That's why I'm here. That's why a lot of other YouTubers are here. That's why Twitch streamers are here. We try to highlight these games, and a lot of people are bringing these games forward, and I'm sure there are a lot of other forums, whatever the case may be, you can find these games, or what I recommend every week, every other week, go through the Steam new releases and add the games of interest to your wishlist. You don't have to buy them right away, just add them to your wishlist so they're there, and in the future, if they do go on sale, you can buy them then. I also offer you the fact that Steam pretty much has an endless supply of games. Some of these games that came out years ago, or not even years ago. Some of these games came out a couple of years ago. They still look great. They still play great. They're just completely forgotten about. I point to a game like Far Lone Sales. I know of that game because I know it's coming to consoles really soon. But Far Lone Sales is a really cool game that hardly anyone played last year. But it's a pretty compelling game, and I'm sure 95% of you guys don't even know what that game is. There are so many games like that on Steam, and if your worry is you don't want to play these games on the Epic Game Store, well fine, don't play those right now. Wait a year, wait for them to come on Steam. You're not gonna die over it. Or if you want to use the Epic Game Store, go there and buy it. I don't care. But if you have this notion, even if you eliminate all of the games coming to the Epic Game Store and that are exclusive to the Epic Game Store, if you completely eliminate those, if you just look at the games available on Steam and your platforms of choice, there are still so many compelling games for you guys to play. Alright, so those were the two main point of contentions that I see about people debating whether or not PC gaming is worth it in 2019. Let me offer you guys some other elements as well. I do have to say that a couple years ago, probably when I got into PC gaming, 2011, 2012 time period, one of the big factors going into PC gaming was the deals. All of the great deals that are available as the Steam sales and all of the various e-tailers that were there. The deals were pretty incredible. However, at this point, I really think that's subsidized a little bit. Maybe it's me just being acclimated to these deals because they're running all the time outside of a Steam summer sale or a Steam winter sale. You've got Steam sales every week. You've got all these deals running. You've got Humble, you've got Green Man Gaming, you got Games Planet, and they're all running incredible sales, so I guess it's just been a little normalized. I mean, hell, you've got $60 games going on sale prior to their release going as low as like $45, $40. So the deals are just pretty regular, and even if you compare them to consoles, console guys are getting really good deals now as well. The PlayStation Store just had a great indoor sale, and that sale slashed a lot of games' prices super low. However, if you do compare the PC deals and the PlayStation 4 game deals that are available directly, I follow both of them, the PC game deals are without a doubt better. I mean, you look at something like Humble Monthly. Humble Monthly is $12, and look at all the games you get. The early access game this month was Mutant Year Zero. Mutant Year Zero was literally on sale as a part of the PlayStation Store's latest PSN sale, and that game was like $27. As a part of Humble Monthly, you got Mutant Year Zero, you got a bunch of other games, and it was just $12. Right there is an example of the game deals just being a lot better on PC. That is just inherently the case, and there are some odd pricing decisions made on consoles. I mean, the Hitman games were released on the PlayStation 4, and they were priced at $60. Hitman Absolution and Blood Money. I'm paying $5 for Hitman Absolution on PC. I'm paying like $2.50 for Hitman Blood Money on PC. Ain't no way you're getting a full $60 from me, but some people did end up buying that for $60. It's just some cases like that. The PC game deals, while not as ahead of the console deals as they were in the past because consoles have caught up a little bit, they are still superior than the console deals, just objectively speaking. That is the case. And even with the deals not being as great as in the past, look at all of the other positive elements to get into PC gaming. There's the visual tweaking element, one of the biggest components that I always advocate for. It's not always about playing at the highest settings possible or getting the best frame rate possible. It's to tailor the experience how you want to. You'll see a lot of people say how they love a great frame rate. You'll see people like me talking about how they love great visuals and they're really enamored by great visuals and can play with 30 frames per second. Maybe a lot of you guys will give me flack for that, but guess what? It doesn't matter, because as a PC gamer, you can tailor the experience exactly how you want to, and that's a great thing about PC. When playing the games, you have so much option in how you want to play, how you want the game to look, mods, all that good stuff. You are really opening the floodgates to do a lot of stuff with games. And of course, how could I mention PC gaming and not talk about emulation? Another one of my favorite elements of PC gaming. Everybody makes a big deal about backwards compatibility, the Xbox having backwards compatibility, and that's great. Xbox should have backwards compatibility, but the PC has backwards compatibility to like 1993. Even farther than that, it's just those games are really what resonated with me. But yeah, we have backwards compatibility going a very long time, whether it be Super Nintendo, whether it be PlayStation 2, PlayStation 1, N64, Game Boy Advance, all of those are available for us to play, and that's just adding on to the immense game library that's available on platforms like Steam. And lastly, how can I mention that there's no online fee? Sure, with PlayStation Plus, you do get games every month, and most of those months, I would say, are pretty good game offerings, and it's not like it's crazy expensive. You can get PlayStation Plus a year for like $40 on sale. However, just the notion of needing to pay to play online is whack to me. Could you imagine if Steam even charged $20 a year? There would be a complete outrage over that. However, considering that console gamers have just gotten acclimated to this, Nintendo Switch even introduced it, and they're going to be making an insane amount of revenue off of it, at no point do I see the online fee dissipating and going away. It might increase if anything, and on PC, that's just money you're saving every year if you are exclusively a PC gamer. And that's going to conclude this video. Now, in an ideal world, this isn't about consoles versus PC. Ideally, you would want a PC, you would want to have a PlayStation 4, you would want a Nintendo Switch. You don't really need an Xbox, but you want the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch for the great exclusives. On PC, you can really have the multi-platform title shine. You can have all the great things like emulation. You can get some great game deals, and there are still a lot of positives. That's gonna wrap up this video. Definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. And if you have a request for a future video, you can leave that in the comments as well, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.